Alright, let's solve this differential, homogeneous differential equation. Y squared minus xy into dx plus x squared dy is equal to 0. Let's go ahead and solve this homogeneous differential equation. Alright, so when we want to solve an homogeneous differential equation, what do? We make our substitution, right? But before we do that, let's arrange this into dy dx, alright? One of the things we want to achieve now is to make dy dx stand alone, alright? We want dy dx to stand alone. So how do we do that? So we have x squared dy already here. We have this. So we take this to this side, right? We take this y squared minus xy into dx to this other side, all right? So when we do that, it becomes what? X squared dy is equal to, when you take this down here, it becomes minus into bracket y squared minus xy dx. Now, the minus here is because we took this to this side, all right? So now this minus is going to open this. Now, when this minus open this, it becomes what? It becomes x squared dy equals what? We have, now this minus affects this, it becomes plus. So this is going to be plus xy. When this minus affects this, it becomes minus y squared all dx. All right. Now, like I said, our goal is to make the y dx stand alone. So what are we going to do? We're going to divide both sides. We're going to divide both sides by what? We don't want this x squared to be by this dy, and we don't want this dx to be here. We want it to come down here. So we're going to divide both sides by x squared and dx. All right. So it becomes what? X squared dy over what? X squared times dx. By dividing both sides, all right, is equal to what? Xy minus y squared dx over what? X squared times dx. All right. Now, what's going to happen now? What's going to happen is that this now is going to take this away. All right. And then this is going to eliminate this. All right. So what are we going to be left with? We're going to be left with what? Dy dx to be equal to what? To be equal to xy minus y squared over x squared. All right, this is what we're going to be left with. All right, so this is what we have so far. Now the next step is that we're going to make our substitution. All right, when we solve homogeneous differential equation, or when we're solving homogeneous differential equations, there are two substitutions we make. We say let y be equal to vx, and what? Let dy dx, all right, be equal to v plus x dv dx. All right, these are the two substitutions we make. So now we're replacing the y dx with v plus x dv dx, and replacing y with vx, it becomes what? V plus x dv dx is equal to, now anywhere we see y here, we're going to substitute it for vx. So it becomes x into bracket vx, that's for this one, minus what? Vx all squared, all right? Vx all squared over what? X squared, all right? So it becomes what? V plus x dv dx is equal to, now this x when multiplies this, you are going to have what? You're going to have vx squared minus, this square affects v and affects x, you're going to have v squared x squared, all right, over x squared. All right, now let's continue. So we're going to have v plus x dv dx to be equal to, now if you watch very well, x squared is common here, so we're going to take x squared out, so it becomes x squared into brackets v minus v squared over x squared. So you're going to find out that this x squared is going to eliminate this x squared, right? So let's continue. So we're going to be left with v plus x dv dx. All right, v plus x dv dx is equal to what? V minus v squared. All right, v minus v squared. So we take this v to this other side. So we're going to have x dv dx to be equal to what? V minus V squared minus V. All right. Now we're going to find out that plus V is going to eliminate minus V. So we're going to be left with what? X dv dx is equal to minus V squared. All right. X dv dx is equal to minus V squared. So we're going to have what? X dv dx is equal to minus V squared. Now we're going to separate the variables. All right. We're going to separate the variables. What do we mean by separate the variables? We're going to take everything x to dx and take everything v to dv. Now, so this minus v or this v squared is supposed to come to this dv, and then this x and this dx is supposed to come to this other side. So how do we do that? We can cross multiply. All right, let's cross multiply. Let's cross multiply. All right, let's cross multiply. So when we cross multiply, it becomes what? X dv is equal to what? Minus v squared dx. Now dx is here. We cross multiplied. All right. Now you have x dv here. You have minus v squared dx here. So what do we do now? We finally separate the variable. We're going to divide both sides by v squared. All right. And we're also going to divide both sides by what? By x. So we'll divide both sides by what? So we divide both sides by x and v squared. All right. So it becomes what? X dv over x times v squared is equal to minus v squared dx over x times v squared. So this is what we're going to do. So now it becomes what? You're going to notice that x eliminates x here, all right? And you're also going to notice that what? That v squared eliminates v squared here. So you're going to be left with what? Dv over v squared, which you can also write as what? 1 over v squared dv is equal to, now you're left with minus dx over x here, which you can also write as what? As minus 1 over x dx. So the next thing now is that we have separated the variables, right? Now the next thing is we are going to integrate both sides. So we integrate both sides. Integrate both sides. That's what we're going to do now. So we integrate both sides. It becomes integral of 1 over v squared dv is equal to integral of minus 1 over x dx. All right. Now, this 1 over v squared can also be written as what? Integral of v to the power of minus 2 dv. All right. So that we can easily integrate. And then this 2, all right, can be written as what? This negativity can come outside. So you have minus integral of 1 over x with respect to dx. All right. Now, so we're going to apply the law of integration, all right, the general principle of integration that says what? That if you have an integral of x to the power of n with respect to dx, all right, what do? You add 1 to the power of x divided by the same power plus your constant of integration. All right. So that's what we're going to do. So we're going to what? Add 1 to the power here plus 1 over the same minus 2 plus 1 is equal to, now we integrate 1 over x. When we integrate 1 over x, we're going to have what? Ln x. So it becomes minus ln x plus a constant of integration. All right. So now minus 2 plus 1 gives us minus 1. So that be minus, the minus from here, minus 2 plus 1 is going to be minus v to the power of minus 1 is equal to minus ln x plus c. All right. Plus c. So now I can also write this as minus what? 1 over v is equal to minus ln x plus c. All right. Can also write this as this. All right. So let's continue. Now, continuing, we're going to have what? Now, this is minus 1 over v. Now, let's recall. All right. let's record that y is equal to vx. So if y is equal to vx, it implies that what? V itself is equal to what? Y over x. All right. So this is going to be, let's continue from here. All right. So now you know that y is equal to vx. So v itself is going to be y over x. So we're going to replace v here with y over x. So it becomes minus 1 over y over x is equal to minus ln x plus c. All right. Minus ln x plus c. So now 1 over y over x gives us x over y. So everything just becomes minus x over y here. All right, continue from here, is equal to minus ln x plus c. All right, minus ln x plus c. Now, let's continue. Now we can multiply through by y. All right, let's multiply through by y. Multiply through by y. Why are we multiplying through by y? We're multiplying through by y so that this y moves out of this under here. It moves from this main denominator here. So when multiplied through by y, it becomes minus x is equal to minus y ln x. Now this is a constant. It will remain a constant. This y is not going to affect it, right? It will remain a constant. Now what do? We can decide to what? Take this here and take this here, all right? So that it becomes positive. So we can decide to have our answer as what? Y ln x is equal to x plus c, all right? That's taking this here and taking this here, all right? Y ln x is equal to x plus c. So this is our answer. This is a solution, all right? This is a solution. So this is a solution to the differential equation. The homogeneous differential equation y squared minus xy into bracket dx plus x squared dy is equal to 0. Right? So this is the whole process. Alright. Started from there and then we came here, did this. Alright. So you can take the video back in case if you don't understand, and you can leave your questions in the comment section and I'll do well to give you an answer. Now make sure you watch more videos on this because I'll be uploading more videos on this. And if you have any issue or any topic you're having challenges with, just drop it in the comment section. I'll make a video on it. All right. Thank you.